Cameroon is different sometimes. We were really advised to be in by nightfall. I don't really know why it was different than the Congo. It's more developed. It actually has like roads that like overpasses, which blew my mind because I started in Congo, went to Cameroon, and they had like developed buildings. But there were a few times where my companion and I felt prompted not to go into a certain area, for which I'm very grateful for. Listening to the Spirit will keep you safe. We were heading out towards this one family, and they lived way out in sort of this not a very nice area. And it was sort of later in the day that we were going out there. We started heading down this road, and it was like a 20-minute walk down to the bottom of this valley, past these bars and stuff. And I just started feeling sick. And I didn't know if I was feeling sick because I was in Africa and I ate something, or if I just didn't feel comfortable going down there. So we continued going a little bit further and a little bit further, and I just kept feeling sicker and sicker. Because I didn't want to be like the guy who's like, oh, I don't feel good, let's not teach this person. But I like stopped my companion, like, hey, I don't really feel good about this. He was like, yeah, me neither. So we turned around and we just left, and immediately we felt better. And that happened a few times. You could find yourself stumbling across sort of not so nice places. I was never threatened by anyone in Cameroon, but I think that's probably because I listened to the Spirit and got out of places before I was threatened. So yeah, we had to be back by nightfall in Cameroon, just because it wasn't as safe as Congo. Nothing ever happened to me, but I mean, I heard stories. Other missionaries I served with, they had backpacks ripped off their shoulders, through taxi windows, or accosted a few times, but nothing serious ever happened. Yeah, so in Cameroon, you stay in lighted areas, stay in crowds. Although crowds can also be a trial, both in Congo and Cameroon, because in those big marketplaces, sometimes hands like to go in backpacks or in pockets, and so you have to be very careful where you put important things, not in baggy pockets. I'd always feel a little bit ridiculous doing this, but it was for the best. You put everything in your backpack, and you turn your backpack around, so the back part was on your stomach, so you could see it, and you just put your hands like this. I mean, everybody in the market knows what you're doing. You don't want to get robbed, and they know that, and you know they know that, and they know that you know that they know that, and so everyone just gets a smile out of it. But it's the easiest way to stop your stuff from getting snatched. So that's what we do whenever we went into the big marketplaces.